welcome. I hope you're all doing well. Today we are doing another little video where I go through all the things that I found in charity shops recently, and as per usual it's mostly kind of vintage stuff. I think we've got stuff from the 50s, 60s and 70s, and then just a couple little modern bits as well. So I will not waffle too much. Let's just dive in and show you the lovely goodies that I found. This is my stack for this time around. And like I said, I think we've got stuff from the 50s, 60s and 70s, so I guess we'll start with the oldest. This 1950s little skirt, and it is in, yellow floral print on a kind of greeny beige background, and it's just like a very, very classic full circle skirt. I mean, these are so easy to make. They've made them people will be making them every decade, but I think this is an original 50s one just based on the zip that's in there. That's a 50s zip. So yeah, it's just like a cute basic little skirt. This one was from Emmaus and I think it was £6.50. It's quite cute, I like it. It's got a pocket. Everybody loves a pocket. And what I didn't realise is that it has actually at some point been patched. Where is it? Along the bottom somewhere. Here it is. Somebody must have got it caught on something or something, because it's like a big triangle bit that's been sort of stitched back together, but to be honest you can't really see it that much when you're wearing it, so hopefully it doesn't notice too much. But yeah, it's just like a super basic little full circle skirt. They're kind of easy to wear, they go with everything. It's a nice very 50s print. So yeah, I just thought it was a cute, very of its period piece, so I grabbed that one. Then also from Emmaus, but on a different trip, I actually bought a suit, and this is a 1960s suit. So we've got a little like wiggle pencil dress, and then there is also the matching jacket that goes with it. And this has got all its labels. It was made by Elmore of London and it retailed through Vogue Cambridge, which must have been a department store type thing. But it's a super cute little dress mainly. The jacket is just like a very classic, big, boxy 60s jacket. The dress has got some kind of unusual details to it. This is the front of the dress. There's like a very 60s boxy bow, just like under the bust. Then it's got a belt. The belt kind of goes through the dress. So instead of sort of going around on the outside, it sort of goes in through these holes and then goes through the lining and out the back where the zip is. And then to hide the belt coming out, there's like this weird like nappy flap. Like just a little flap that like hooks closed over it to hide where the belt goes through. So that's a bit different. Not gonna lie, trying to get it on, sometimes a bit confusing to figure out where your belt's meant to be going. But the front is super, super cute, and it just adds like a nice extra detail. It is so very of its period, this kind of like mid-late 60s boxy kind of silhouette, everything quite square. It's in really good condition. It doesn't feel like it's been worn too much. I reckon it's 100% wool because it is a little bit scratchy. This dress I found last night has a little label in it. This little label tells me that this dress was machine stitched by Lily. Don't know who Lily was, but she made this dress for us. So there we go. Just a little label to tell us that. So yeah, we've got the little dress, and then there is also the matching jacket, which doesn't have the little bows or anything on. It's just got like these faux pocket details. Annoyingly, none of them are actually pockets. But again, the shape is just so very 1960s. I feel like I look at this suit and I can imagine like fashion magazine illustrations of it, if you know what I mean. It's very cute, it's well made, it's got lots of nice little extra details, like even the buttons have got little knotting details on them. Probably would have been crazy expensive when it was bought new, but sadly it doesn't really fit me. It's just like the tiniest bit too small for my gigantic ass. It's a common problem I have where my giant buttocks don't really fit in a dress. Sadly here it's like literally like an inch off, and I can't get it to like sit right. Getting that annoying thing, if you are a woman with a big old booty, you might be familiar, where like it's too tight and then you get like the fabric bunches up around your belly because it cannot go down over your legs the way it's supposed to. It ends up like looking a bit sausagey on the old thighs. So that is unfortunate because it is a great 1960s piece, but yeah, it's not looking as flattering as it should on me currently. So that's a bit sad, but it's a nice suit, and I believe it was £8 for the dress and like £6 for the jacket. So it wasn't too expensive and I do love it, but just sadly my big old booty will not fit in. So then I have 3 1970s dresses, and we'll start with the one I also got in Emmaus. This one I love. It's a very like hippie chic 70s, which the other two are not. But everybody knows I like me a good 1970s cotton maxi dress. And this is a great one. It's got that kind of Indian inspired printing. So we've got like fairly like simple silhouette, but just in great fabric with this like floral printing, then like a ruffle down the bottom. They did love a good ruffle. And this was made by a company called Sherman of London. And I don't really know who they are. I don't know if they're related to Ben Sherman's boutiques, if it was the same thing. Yeah, just the Sherman of London, made in England, size 14. It's just a really nice, very of its period again, print, and just a nice easy to wear shape. I feel like putting this on, it looks pretty much like you could have bought it modern from like Monsoon or somewhere like that, if you know what I mean. Is Monsoon still a thing? Did they close down? I don't know. But yeah, somewhere like that, they could easily make this now. Even like Asda and Tesco make dresses like this in the summer. But this is an original 70s one. It's got that nice thick cotton. It's in perfect condition. This one I think I have the opposite problem to the 60s dress. I think this one's just the tiniest bit too big. Just mainly for my boobs. My butt's too big and my boobs too small. It's a sad, sad day. But yeah, it's just kind of like gaping a little bit on the side. But I think I can get away with it. I'm excited to wear this one in the summer. It definitely makes me look forward to nice hot days and wafting about. I do like a 70s cotton maxi dress for hot summer days. It's just the perfect thing to wear. This one was £15, so a bit more expensive for me to spend. But I think we can agree that's not a lot for like a good amount of quality cotton fabric. £15 is nothing really. So yeah, that's a really nice one. I'm really pleased with that one. Definitely fit into my like menagerie of 70s maxi dresses. So yeah, love that one. Then a very different style of 70s dress is this kind of more, I guess it's like a secretary dress, just with the length of it and things. This is definitely the 1970s being inspired by vintage clothing by the 40s and 30s. It's a very pretty blue colour with a very 70s orange floral print to it. We've got big 1970s kind of jagged collar, very pointy, but a very like 30s, 40s silhouette with a slight bit of puffing to the sleeves and kind of almost bias cut drape to the skirt. I think it's super flattering. I think it fits like perfectly. And yeah, I actually really like the colour and things. I think it quite suits me. So I think this one was definitely a winner. I literally chased a woman around a shop to get this. The woman that works in the trash shop that I got this from, she was like steaming the clothes kind of just behind where the till is. And I saw her like pick it up, and I could tell from across the room, vintage fabric, pretty floral vintage fabric. So yeah, I like hovered around in the shop and then kind of followed her about, waiting for her to hang it up, and then I grabbed it. So yeah, I probably a bit weird and probably scared them a little bit, but there we go. I got a pretty dress out of it. And I got this from the Zest charity shop, who are normally really expensive, not gonna lie. I don't buy very much from there because they tend to, if they get a vintage bit on, they'll usually they put it on their Depop for a start, so you can't even get it in the shops. And if you do find it in the shop, it's usually quite expensive. But I got 2 dresses that day, and both of them I thought were quite reasonably priced. This one was £8, which I think is pretty good. I think it's a nice little dress. Just in the cleavage area, some of the stitching is just starting to come undone a little bit. But that's absolutely fine. It's along the seam, so I can stitch that in place, so that's absolutely fine. But yeah, I think that's a really wearable one, definitely easy to wear to work, etc. And yeah, I just think it's quite a flattering one. So, winning dress. Then the other dress that I got in Zest on that day was a little bit more out there, but I literally could not say no to it. There's a good possibility this was originally somebody's wedding dress or something, because it is white and full length, but it's amazing. So it's got this amazing top to it with big 70s bat wings, a big like turtleneck style collar and like a big plunging cutout. It's a very kind of Aussie Clark style silhouette to the top, I think. Again, there's like a bit of a 30s, 40s influence with kind of like big shoulder line, tight on the waist, and this kind of draping. But yeah, I couldn't say no to a top like this. I think it's stunning, love it. This one's full length, but it was quite cheap because the bottom's a bit icky. Yeah, it's gotten stained at some point, and it also looks like it's maybe been stored somewhere damp, is my guess with some of these marks. I have not tried to clean it off, but I'm fairly certain it's not going to come off. So I think I'm going to shorten it, which to be honest will make it way more wearable anyway, because wearing full length white dresses is kind of a bit extra usually. So I'm thinking shorten it, and then I'll be able to wear it lots more, and I'll also probably line it at the same time, because this is literally the sheerest dress I have ever owned. Ever. It is completely see-through, like literally completely see-through. So yeah, I might line it at the same time as shortening it, but I think it's going to make just the prettiest dress. I just love the top half of it. I couldn't not take it. But this one was £7, again, not that expensive. It might need a little bit of work here and there, but come on, it's worth it, right? She deserves to live another life. So amazing top on that one. Again, 70s stuff. Do you know what? I do have a bit of a thing for these long 70s dresses. I don't seem to be able to turn them down, but there we go. I then have one piece of modern clothing, very modern. So this is actually by Pretty Little Thing, who you may know as an incredibly modern, kind of cheap, kind of dubiously ethical kind of company. But yeah, this was from a charity shop, so it's a lot less sketchy. There has been quite a lot of Pretty Little Thing stuff in charity shops lately, and I'm fairly certain that it's like dead stock stuff, because you'll see the same top and there'll be lots of them and stuff. They only had the one of these, but there are lots of other pieces where they have lots of them. And so I'm actually fairly certain that some of the charity shops have now got a deal with Pretty Little Thing to get their new old stock in. That's my theory anyway. But yeah, Pretty Little Thing are inexpensive and it shows. So this, like I said, I don't think it's ever been worn, but there's like loose stitching and things everywhere. But this top gives me hardcore like tavern wench vibes, and I enjoy that. So it's kind of like a little faux corset, and it's got ginormous sleeves. So it kind of looks like you've got like a poofy shirt on under a corset, but it's made of like a soft scuba fabric, so it's actually really comfy, and it actually does up the zip. But yeah, I just thought it was super unusual, a bit dramatic. You know, I like things a bit dramatic. I was kind of thinking like a gothic cottagecore type vibe with this. When I first bought it, I was kind of thinking maybe like embroidering it to add to the cottagecore vibe. But I haven't tried it on. I quite like this plain black, but I'm not decided. I might even just put some flowers on this like panel that goes kind of off the shoulder. I don't know. You'll have to let me know what you think. Do you think a little bit of peasanty embroidery would enhance or detract from this one? But it just gives me dramatic, like 18th century peasant vibes. Hopefully you know what I mean. I just wanted to feel like a wench, okay? A dramatic wench. And I think this does it. I don't buy too much new stuff, but if there's stuff that's unusual, I like to pick it up. I feel like I watch other people on YouTube that do like secondhand hauls and stuff from charity shops, and they're always like, here's a dress from Gap, it's so practical, I can wear it all the time. And I'm over here like, I bought a wedding dress and a tavern wench top. I don't know, maybe I should buy more practical stuff. But this is practical, it's really comfortable. Anyway, this was only £4, so I think being a wench is worth £4. So there we go, that's that one. Then as a final little extra, I actually bought some nail varnish. But this is like a full set that is brand new. I found a new charity shop, very exciting. And it's walking distance from where I work. And I have a theory that somebody is actually giving their PR to that charity shop, because they have a lot of like brand new makeup and cosmetics, and a lot of it's from like brands that we don't really get here in the UK, and it'll be like the full range from that brand, and like something about it makes me think of somebody's PR, because there'll be like foundations, but they'll be from a brand that we don't really have, and they'll be in lots of different shades, and they'll have like the full range of like the latest elf stuff, which you can just about get in the UK, but it's not something that somebody would just go out and buy a bunch and then not use it at all, because it's all just like brand new in the box still. So I think it's somebody's PR is my opinion. But anyway, one of the things they had was this little nail varnish set from Nails Inc, and it's like all like pastel-y, spring-like colours, and I just don't have anything like some of these, so I just picked it up. It was £7, and usually Nails Inc nail varnishes are now like £14 each, which is crazy. I swear they used to be cheaper when they were in the round bottles, but I'm probably just getting old and don't know how much stuff costs. But yeah, it was like £7, it was brand new, so I grabbed that as like a little fun extra, because I thought it was some cute fun colours that are not the sort that I would normally kind of buy for myself. And yeah, just been like playing around with them. So that's a little extra. So that's everything that I've got for this little video. I did also buy like a bunch of furniture randomly, but I think I'm gonna save it and do like a separate furniture and homeware video, because I'm too lazy to do it right now, to be honest. But yeah, so that's all the like clothing and stuff that I bought recently. As per usual, you'll have to let me know what you liked and what you didn't like. I'll be back out to my charity shops every single day like usual, so I'm sure I'll be back with one of these videos again soon. I love the thrill of the chase, and I cannot wait to see what I find next. It's a fun adventure to see what you can find. It's always a surprise. But yes, let me know things that you found yourself. Let me know what you like to handle. See you again soon. Bye everyone.